All right. In more gun news, this is good news. DOJ threatens a lawsuit over California's GLOCK ban. The U.S. Department of Justice has warned California it will sue if the state enforces its new GLOCK ban. This is Assembly Bill 1127, which took effect on July 1st. The law prohibits licensed firearm dealers from selling or transferring any machine gun convertible pistol, effectively banning most Glock and Glock-style semi-automatic handguns due to their trigger mechanisms that can be modified into fully automatic weapons. So I'll explain this to people who don't know what this is. There's a aftermarket thing called a Glock switch, and it's a small device that can be attached to the rear of the slide of a Glock handgun, changing the semi-automatic pistol into a machine pistol capable of full automatic fire. Glock does not manufacture switches to be attached to their firearms, nor do they design their firearms with the intent of having machine gun conversion devices installed. These are aftermarket parts from other companies. So just because other companies can create a modification piece, states like California and New York are taking advantage of that and trying to ban Glock. That's like because sawed-off shotguns, short barrel shotguns are illegal. Ban all shotguns because anybody can just cut a barrel, right? You can just change it into a that would be like banning all shotguns. But there's a couple articles here. U.S. Department of Justice Wednesday filed a lawsuit against Virginia and state police. So they did what they said they were going to do, filed a lawsuit accusing them of enacting a law that is said unconstitutionally bans the purchase and sale of ordinary semi-automatic rifles, according to a statement. The department also sued California on Wednesday to halt the state's newly enacted Glock ban. Two separate issues that the DOJ came down on the two states for. DOJ threatens to sue California over new gun sale restriction law. Trump administration Department of Justice issued a warning to California's leadership regarding a new gun sale restriction law it considered unconstitutional, calling the Glock ban. The law that is set to go in effect on July 1st, which actually went into law, now restricts and regulates the prohibition of licensed firearms dealers from selling, exchanging, or delivering any semi-automatic handgun with a cruciform trigger that could be easily modified into, again, as they call, machine gun convertible pistol. The DOJ's Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Rights Division, Harmeet Dillon, on June 24th, threatened to file a lawsuit against California, arguing that the law limits citizens' ability to purchase legal firearms. And see, that's the thing that's the crazy part of this whole thing. There's nothing illegal about Glock handguns, but just because another company makes a part, they're going to ban the whole. It's just so ridiculous.
Why not go after the company that makes the part? Who's making the part?
Well, think about that. Why? Okay, so why not go after the company part? Because that doesn't solve their real problem. The real problem is they want to run Glock out of town.
Oh, well, what about, didn't our esteemed rat-faced governor try to do that?
Yeah, but that the idea here is they don't care about the part. They don't even care about semi-automatic or a full, turning anything into a full automatic. What they really care about is taking out the most popular handgun company and getting rid of them. That's what they want. They're trying to shut it down that way. It's like they're trying to cut the head off the snake. I thought that was pretty interesting that we finally have an administration that has decided they're not going to deal with it anymore. You know, they're not gonna tolerate it.
Yeah, and like our state, who knows what they're up to? You know, she's trying to do the same thing as California. She follows everything. They both follow each other.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're doing that. Let's do that. Like the insurance, she tried to do that. I think that got shot down. trying to make us get insurance.
Yeah, well, you can't. You can't even buy insurance in New York.
No company's going to insure you anyway.
They wanted to require it because they know you can't get it.
Right.
Right. So what a lot of people are doing is like you can go to USCCA, you can go to other companies that have handgun carry insurance that you can purchase. And I'll give a little shout out to my friend Peter Tillum. He's a New York State attorney. We've had him on the show. What he does is something a little different for New York gun owners. Is he puts he puts you on a retainer, or has a process where you can put him on a retainer for you. So you don't have insurance, but if you do, you pay every month, and it's a very small fee. If you pay every month, and then if you do end up having to use your gun in self-defense and you have an issue with the cops or whatever, you can just call him and he'll be there for you. Kind of like insurance, I guess, in a way, but his name is Peter Tillum, New York TAC Defense, TAC, New York TAC Defense. Look him up. He's a great guy, and he's doing a good thing for New York gun owners. But, yeah, so that insurance thing, there are 2 states in the country that you can't actually, the companies will not insure you because of restrictions and regulations and all sorts of stuff, and New York is one of them, of course. So. Not that we should even have to have insurance.
I'm not going to carry insurance because if I do kill somebody, they can sue my insurance company.
Yeah. But the problem is everybody is so litigious that, you're afraid of somebody seeing your gun. In a blue state, if you even print, you're gonna, you might have some
psycho leftist will start screaming, "Oh my God,
he's got a gun." That's why I thought it would be so great if New York State, California, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Jersey, all these lib states, if they had open carry. We talked about this before. You have open carry, and the first instinct is everybody's going to flip out. Yeah, I think they will flip out for about a week or two, but then they'll start to get used to it, right? You'll walk into a convenience store, a grocery store, a movie, or wherever you're going, movie theater, whatever, and you've got your gun on your hip, and the libs will freak out for a little while, and then they'll see it again and again and again, and they'll start to realize,
It's just like how they're brainwashed. They keep watching the same garbage news, and it's the same thing. They get used to it.
Exactly.
There we go. See?
Yeah. And I think it would normalize gun ownership. It would normalize it to the point where they have to accept it, just like we have to accept all their insanity, their depravity, all their tranny stuff, all their sickness. They have parades of guys running around naked, walking around with little children. That we have to deal with that nonsense, and all the transgender stuff, and all the crap that the left comes up with, that they force down our throats. We have to accept that, and it almost becomes normal, part of society, because we see it all the time now. It's not as shocking anymore.
Well, we just got done with the month.
What's that?
We just got done with Pride Month.
Pride Month. Why do presidents only get a day?
Right. Veterans only get a day.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Why?
I mean, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's not like I celebrate it.
It's like, no one hangs their banner anywhere. It's not a flag. It's a banner.
Right.
We only have one flag.
You mean you didn't hang your rainbow flag?
Nope. Like I said, do whatever you want. I'm just not going to, fall into your ideology. I'm not gonna.
New York's 2026 GLOCK ban is officially part of the state's 2026 and 2027 budget, has been signed into law by Governor Hochul. It targets pistols that can be converted into automatic weapons, a category that includes many GLOCK models and similar designs. So yes, it does.
So now they're going to get sued by the DOJ.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why
aren't they involved?
Yeah. Why hasn't DOJ sued New York? Maybe this is something that we should really start pushing. New York needs to get sued for not only for this silly GLOCK ban, but for the New York SAFE Act, which has neutered the semi-automatic rifles. But we got the big case, 2 big cases coming up in the Supreme Court. So hopefully that's going to wipe that out, and we can go tell Hochul to stuff it. Hopefully she she won't be in office too much longer.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see if
Let's see.
Blakeman can pull through, and even if then, is he going to be friendly to the Second Amendment? We don't know. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, Blakeman. Why don't you reach out and let us know?
Yeah, let us know exactly where you stand on some of this stuff. But anyway, yeah. So that's where we're at with the New York or with the California GLOCK ban. DOJ is suing them, so that should put an end to it. I suppose once that happens, once California gets shot down, then Hochul will have to shut hers down too.
Yeah, or they'll come after her, which she doesn't care. It's not her money she's spending.
No, she's spending taxpayer money.
Did you hear about the mass exodus of all the businesses and how much money New York State just lost?
I just heard. I don't know any.
What, 47 billion? 832 companies left New York.
You know, we look at that. This is a scary thing about that. We look at it and we go, yeah, okay, that's what they deserve. That's what they're going to get. See what happens.
Oh, we get hit.
Well,
we're going to get
We're going to get hit. We already have gotten hit. She's already taken New York State tax money and given it to and bailouts.
He's losing businesses and no one's paying attention.
You know what?
The liberal news isn't reporting it.
They want that to happen because they want to be able to run New York City down to nothing and then bring in the Muslims.
The Muslims can have it. It'll be third world country down there.
Exactly.
That's what Mondami wants. These idiots, stupid white liberal women don't get it. Socialism and communism does not work. It's never going to work.
We have two parties in America. We have the American Party and we have the Communist Party.
Right. Liberals are commies.
Yeah.
Because if you think Mondami's doing a good job, you're sadly mistaken. Because once the billionaires and the millionaires leave, you got nothing. You have absolutely nothing.
The problem with that is they are too stupid to even recognize it. But the problem is we're all going to suffer in the end. We're going to have to pay for the mistakes of these stupid liberals voting for these people and turning cities and states into communist states. We're going to end up paying for it. We already are. Hochul, like you said, Hochul's already taken state tax money and given it to New York City.
Because New York has nothing. They're in debt. They don't make money down there. Taxes. Now they want to steal people's rental properties and give them to the people.
Yeah. And rent control. So you're going to tell a landlord who's got a building with, let's say, 100 units, that he can only charge X amount of dollars, $1,000, let's just say $1,000 per unit, when his expenses, taxes, maintenance, mortgages, insurance, all that stuff, let's say his expenses require him just to break even to charge $1,200 per unit.
So is the government going to make up that money?
Yeah. Is the government going to, right. Is the government going to give him a break? Are they going to freeze his insurance and his mortgage payments? Are they going to restrict his taxes and escrows from going up? Or his insurance?
It's just comical to watch how dumb people are.
It's so ridiculous.
We're getting free this. We're getting nothing's free.
So these buildings are going to go up for foreclosure. This is the problem.
Then he'll take them over. He'll buy them for cheap.
Yep.
And then
load the Muslims
load them
in.
up, load the Muslims in who are dirty scavengers. They're not clean people. They're not clean people. They're not. And they'll just be more destroyed than they already are.
Yeah.
And it'll be in shambles.
Yeah.
Then you got the gays are all over him. Oh, he's such a great person. Yeah, go where he's from. See what they do to you.
Yeah,
it's illegal to be gay where he's from.
He's putting on an act. And
His act it's dog crap.
They don't.
You can see right through that guy.